In our Discord, someone asked me to backtest this strategy from Trade IQ. So here I am. I'm going to backtest this one 100 times and see if the results are really that great. So for this strategy, you're going to need 3 indicators. If you go to the indicators tab, look for faith. It's going to be the faith indicator of Heikin punter. If you add that one, you should be fine for that one. Then you look for the ADX and the I of BYBIT. If you add that one, you should be fine as well. And the other one is going to be the pivot point supertrends. Pivot point supertrends. Also an editor's pick of lonesome. Add that one. We'll go to the settings quite quickly. This one is just the default settings 2, 3 and 10. The faith indicators change from 10 to 15. And the ADX is still the same settings. I've only changed the visibility of the blue line, and the 20 level I turned it to a straight line so it's more clear. So that's it for the indicators. Now we are looking for buy and sell signals. If you also want to use BYBIT like us, please use our link down in the description below. You can get up to $600 in bonus. And scalping in BYBIT is really easy to use. Let's continue with the video. So I've cherry picked one entry for a long position. You can see a buy signal on the super trend, and this is our main indicator where we are listening for. If this one gives you a buy signal, then you look for a long position. If the other indicators confirm that you should go long, then is the point where you go long. That's it. So the faith should be blue on the background, and this graph candle should be blue as well. And on the ADX and DY, the minus DI is red. That one should be underneath the green line. So that's like this. That's bullish. And also really important is that the ADX, the blue line, is above the 20 level, the yellow line, and it should be pointing upwards. So everything, this one is a confirmation, this one is a confirmation, and you have a buy signal. That is where you take a long position. Where do you place your stop loss? You place it on the last swing low. You do that times 1.5. So this was a really nice entry. Let me show you another entry where it's a bit harder, but you will get the idea. So what can happen is that the ADX is not yet above the 20 level, and you can still wait for that. So we have a buy signal here on the super trend, so we are checking for confirmations of the other indicators. So the faith indicator is blue, so that one is valid. And when we look down, you can see that the green line is above the red line, so that's great. But the ADX level, the blue line, is not above the 20 level yet. So you have to wait for that. How long do you wait? Well, if the ADX goes above the 20 level and the price is around the same level as the entry level of the first buy position, so that's right here, and everything is still in a bullish momentum, so you're still in the buy of the super trend, the faith is still blue, and the ADX is bullish on everything, so the blue line, green and red line should be divided, and the blue line should be pointing upwards. You can still take a long position. So this one is also a valid position if you enter there. The price is around the same level. You set your stop loss underneath the last swing low, and you do that times 1.5. You would have had a nice profit. So these are the two bullish momentums that you can take. Now let's look for a short position. So in between our two previous trades, there was a sell signal. And it's all vice versa. When you have a sell signal, you're looking for a red background and a red candle. and the red of the DI should be above the green line, and the blue line should be pointing upwards as well. So everything has a confirmation except the blue line. So we are waiting for the blue line until it crosses above the yellow line, and the rest was around here. And if you go one more candle further, that's here. If you want to take a short position, that would be a valid position, because the entry would be around there, and that's almost on the same price level. We do it on the last swing high. We do it times 1.5. You had a nice hit there. It is a close one, but it's still a valid position. So let me look for a complete valid position right now. So right on this candle, you have 3 confirmations. You have the super trend, you have the faith one as red, and the ADX is just closing above the yellow line, and the red is above the green line. So you can take a short position right there. You set it on the last swing high, and you do it times 1.5. And that's a nice hit. So you've seen 2 entries now on the selling side and the buying side. So I'm gonna backtest this one 100 times, and I'll see you back after. So it took me a while, but after 100 backtests in 68 days, I had a win rate of 52%. It's not really bad because you had a gain on account of 12%, but that's because you used a swing low, and these swings were pretty high. So if you had the higher swings and you took your profit on that one, yeah, you grow your account pretty quickly. But if you took them as a loss, you will destroy your portfolio pretty quickly. So I'm not too sure about the strategy. I didn't have an insane win streak. I didn't have an insane lose streak. I had a gain on account, so it's not the best. It's not the worth. I think you could add this one to your portfolio, but I'm not going to. So let's look for another strategy soon. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this type of content, and see you in the next video. Cheers.